This is a little R360K Washburn, and I installed a Les Paul humbucker pickup in it with a volume knob and a jack. I didn't put a tone knob because to me they don't really do that much anyway. For the pot I used a 250 because I wasn't really sure whether I should use a 500, but I didn't want to roll off any highs. Anyway, I used a 250 because the instrument's a dark sounding instrument and I didn't want it any darker if I plugged it in. As far as the installation of the humbucker, it wasn't so bad. I drilled a hole in the four corners of the layout I did and then used a little coping saw without the handle and just tied a piece of tape around the blade and just connected the dots, and the piece fell out. I vacuumed it out real good, and then the wiring I used it sparingly. I don't have a lot of wire, hanging out in there. I didn't want any rattling up against the cone, so it's all very neat. The jack, I used a coin, a large coin. I think it's Norwegian because it has a reindeer on it, and the other side has a lira. I'm not real sure what kind of coin it is. It was just the largest one I could find because I needed to support the top a bit for going in and out. I put it on the top because for sitting in a chair, the cable doesn't butt up against the armrest, so you can kind of just cool out in your chair and play. I really like this little guitar. It sounds like an old-time radio, to tell you the truth. I didn't want anything metal because I felt it would be too heavy. Restringing it was a major pain in the ass, but I managed to use some tape to hold the strings into the tailpiece and then kind of worked on it from there, but it was a pain in the butt. The saddle was designed for the strings to be flat for playing slide, so I put some tin foil underneath the grooves of the middle ones and got kind of an arch to it because I'm not real good at slide and didn't want it thus. The nut was, it looked like it was done kind of quick. It's a nice nut, it just wasn't finished nicely, and the strings weren't flowing through the grooves, so I just used some nut files and finished it out, opened them up a bit and finished them out so the strings can slide through better. It's a great little guitar. I love it. It's absolutely easy to play. The neck is kind of extra wide. It's a little wider than 1 3/4. I still have yet to lower the saddle a bit. I want to lower it a little bit more. It was fine, but I just really like low action. And let me see if I can strum it so you can kind of get an idea of what it sounds like. Sounds like an old-time radio to me. Guitar is very easy to play and very fun. You just sit down with it and you can't stop playing it. I wouldn't buy it if you're interested in something very beautiful and lots of this and that, like a nice Taylor or Martin. But if you want a different sound and looking for something really fun and easy to play, I would definitely buy this guitar. I'd replace it if it got stolen or lost. Okay, bye-bye.